Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Pool Chapter 70, and this one is titled Definitely Not Okay. What do you mean? Midoriya asked her. She paused, picking her words carefully so as not to give away any secrets. Maybe some of the other teachers have noticed something? She asked. I will ask Miss Lin if she's noticed a change in him. She works with him every day. That's a good idea, Midoriya said with a smile. Do we know which police station the Hammerhead guy was taken to? Uraraka asked. I think it was the local station. Why? Midoriya asked her question with his own question. What if the lady who shook Aizawa's hand and the Hammerhead guy are working together? She queried. Good thinking, Uraraka, Yaoyorozu said. That's a good thought. Maybe we need to see if he had any visitors or if he has mentioned having an accomplice. Should we go now? Uraraka asked. Let's, Yaoyorozu said emphatically, wanting to get to the bottom of this and finding out what the reason for Aizawa treating you so coldly was. I'll come too, Midoriya said, standing up to join them. The three students walked purposefully out of the dorms and snuck off down the road towards the police station, eager to solve this mystery if they could. You did so well, baby, the long-haired lady cooed to her Hammerhead male as they walked free of the police station and off down the road together. Can I have snuggles when we get home then? The Hammerhead male asked bashfully from his lofty 2-metre tall height. Yes, of course, baby. Mummy gives cuddles to good boys who do as she says, the much shorter female said sweetly, looking up at her accomplice and reaching out to hold his hand. He let out a little deep giggle and blushed, grinning to himself as they turned the corner. The League will be very happy with your performance as well, she added. It all helps their cause to disrupt the Hero Society. Good afternoon, officer, Midoriya greeted the policeman on the front desk at the station a few minutes later. Earlier today, a man with a hammer-looking head was detained and brought to this station. Well, we assume he was brought to this station. We are part of the student hero group that helped capture him. All three students produced their provisional licenses to prove that they were hero students, and the policeman looked them over and then nodded. Yes, he was detained here, he said, but he was bailed just a few minutes ago. Uraraka and Yaoyorozu looked at each other. Do you have any information of the person who bailed him? Yaoyorozu asked the policeman. Yes, he said, lifting some paperwork out of the tray to his right and handing it across to her. She took it and looked it over, holding it to the side so that both Uraraka and Midoriya could look at it as well. There was a picture attached, and Midoriya nodded when he recognized the lady. That's her, that's the one who shook Aizawa's hand. Oh no, so they did know each other, Yaoyorozu gasped. What is her quirk? We need to find out. Something the matter? The officer asked, accepting the papers that were handed back to him. We suspect that this lady here, Midoriya leaned over and pointed to the woman's picture, used her quirk on our teacher earlier today, as I saw her shake his hand just after the man she bailed out had been detained. When she shook our teacher's hand, her hair grew in length. The police officer nodded solemnly. Has your teacher shown any signs of alteration? The policeman asked. Not that we've noticed, Midoriya admitted. But I am suspicious that he may have changed, but not in a way that is obvious to us students, Yaoyorozu reiterated, adding her bit in quickly as soon as Midoriya had finished. The officer nodded and looked down at the paper, taking the woman's name and entering it into the quirk registries. It came up blank. She's given us a fake name, the policeman said. That is a crime in itself, so I will now see to it that she herself is detained. Oh, that would be wonderful, Yaoyorozu said brightly, then quickly covered her enthusiasm. Thank you. Uraraka and Midoriya both nodded as well and thanked the policeman once more, then left and headed back to the dorms. We'll keep an eye on Aizawa until we hear from the police. The quirk may wear off on its own, but if not, we should have him treated if it turns out that he has been influenced, Yaoyorozu said. I will talk to some of the teachers tomorrow. The next morning was very hard to get up and go to work. You just wanted to call in sick for the rest of your life and never have to see anyone ever again. But, against all odds, you got up and went to school, plastering your best fake smile onto your face and pretending to be happy. Hey, hey! Hisashi called brightly as you entered the staff room. You're looking as radiant as ever. I'm going to get in early and ask you to lunch today. He gave you the double finger guns and waited for your reply. Sure, you said with a fake smile. I haven't been to lunch with you or Aizawa for a while. Exactly, he replied enthusiastically. You need to share yourself around, Yin. Just then, Aizawa entered the staff room and Hasashi immediately included him in the discussion. Isn't that right, Shota? What is it? Aizawa asked in a deadpan voice. Yin needs to come to lunch with us. It's about time she shared herself around. You looked at Aizawa, and he didn't even look at you, just kept his eyes on Hasashi. I don't see what's amusing. Aizawa replied to the grinning Hasashi. I don't have time for lunch today. I've worked tonight, and I'll be sleeping instead. Hasashi gave you a strange look and then dropped his arms down to his side. Yo, Shota, you okay? He asked. I feel just fine, but I wish everyone would stop asking me if I'm okay, he said in an irritated voice. He then turned and picked up his papers from the desk and left the staff room promptly. Did something happen? Hasashi asked you. I have no idea, but I feel like he isn't himself and hasn't been since yesterday, he said sadly. Hasashi hummed. I feel the same way. Something isn't right. What happened on patrol yesterday? He mentioned there was a disturbance, but that's about it, you said. I'll ask the students who were on patrol with him yesterday if they might know if anything beyond a disturbance happened. And there ends chapter 70. Stay tuned for chapter 71.